So if we're all honest, we know there's going to be a quarterback competition between Case Keenum and Dwayne Haskins come training camp, if we're real. But after Keenum talked with Scott Abraham, maybe not. I don't know. Here's Sports Talk.
From WJLA 24/7 News, this is Toyota Sports Talk.
What did you think of the Redskins draft and them bringing in Haskins?
You know, I didn't pay attention to a ton of the draft, but yeah, I mean, I'm excited to get to work with Haskins. I know he's a great player. I've obviously watched a lot of his college games, so you know, this is no new game to me. I've been in this situation before, so you know, I'm going to come in and compete, and competition makes all of us better.
Hello and welcome to Toyota Sports Talk. The Redskins had their 5th annual Charity Golf Classic today over at Army-Navy Country Club. It was a shotgun start. Speaking of shotgun, you saw who was there. Redskins quarterback Case Keenum, along with other Redskins, hitting balls into the water. I don't know. I wasn't there. Scott Abraham was there. He was on the course. He has more from Arlington.
Taking a break from football and hitting the golf course.
It's good to be back and good to be around everybody, man. Get a little outing like this today. We'll see if I can as good at golf as I am at football, I guess, which is not the case.
The Redskins Charity Golf Classic at Army-Navy Country Club. There was the golf. There was also a silent auction featuring several unique Redskins items. But ultimately, this was a chance for the players to tee it up for a good cause.
Just to be out here in front of the community, get to talk to fans, and just shake hands and meet people it's never a bad thing to connect.
Plenty of chit-chat on the course. A lot was about football. And this guy, the new face on the team, quarterback Case Keenum, who will have some competition to become the starter in Week 1. Case, what did you think of the Redskins draft and them bringing in Haskins?
You know, I didn't pay attention to a ton of the draft, but yeah, I mean, I'm excited to get to work with Haskins. I know he's a great player.
Rookie minicamp begins on Friday. It will be the first time head coach Jay Gruden gets to see Haskins and the other new players.
Yeah, you got to be patient with them, but you want to challenge them too. You got to see how they can handle it. This is not for everybody, pro football, and some of them realize quickly that they might be in the wrong profession.
And you never know, if today goes well, PGA Tour, watch out. Oh! Reporting in Arlington, Scott Abraham, ABC 7 Sports.
No one is going to the PGA Tour. He said he didn't watch the draft. That's Case Keenum. I don't know about that. He didn't watch to see who his team picked first round. He had to watch. So our question of the night, do you think he was sort of downplaying the quarterback competition there, or downplaying anything, if you will? We're also talking NBA tonight. Who's your MVP of the playoffs so far? Giannis, Dame, Harden, Durant. Call us 703-387-1020. Back in the chair tonight. He's a legend. Well, he's on his way to become a legend. Sterling Blount, DMV sports journalist, and he's got the sweater vest.
Yeah, I heard some words from you and my mom about not wearing it last time.
Yes, you did.
So it's back for good.
Yes, it better be. All right, so you saw, and by the way, before we start talking about this at all, I told you to notice the height situation between Case and Scott Abraham. Scott Abraham is about, what, 5'11", maybe 6 foot, if we're being generous. Case was only about an inch over him. I mean, what do you think about that?
Well, hey, they talked about Kyler Murray for being so short.
They sure do.
He's been in the league for a while.
That is true.
But as far as him and not watching the draft, I don't buy that. I also don't buy the whole competition thing. It sounds like a backup quarterback. He was in Minnesota. They had that miracle in the playoff game. He threw the pass to Stephon Diggs. And since then, his career has been back in the toilet. He goes to Denver. He got a 4-year deal. And I read an article when that happened. That was the first time him and his wife bought a house because he had bounced around so much. And the next season, he gets shipped out because Denver brings in Joe Flacco. Now, if I'm Case Keenum, and I love Joe Flacco, if I'm Case Keenum and I'm getting shipped out because they think Joe Flacco's the better quarterback, and the team I get traded to drafts a quarterback with the first round pick? I mean, what can you say after that?
Yeah, that is true. But, I mean, if Scott were to ask me, well, hey, what do you think about Dwayne Haskins, you know, the Redskins going with Dwayne Haskins at 15, I wouldn't say – I didn't really watch a lot of it. First of all, that wasn't the question. Okay, that was not the question, the case. But I would have been like, you know what? Look, I think it's a good pick. I can't act like, you know, he's not going to come in and try to get the starting spot. That's what I'm coming in trying to get to. You know, that's what I want. It's going to be great competition. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. You know, I really didn't watch. I really didn't watch a lot of it, but I seen him in college, and he's good. And I don't know. You know, but maybe we're being too hard on Case. Maybe that's just him. He's got a laid back attitude about things, and that's okay sometimes.
Like you said, he's been in the position basically his whole career.
True.
He knows it's going to be a competition regardless. I think he'll lose the competition personally. You don't draft a quarterback in the first round to not play him. Especially draft week leading up to it, we heard all the rumors about Snyder wanting to trade up possibly to the 3 pick to make sure he got a quarterback.
Exactly.
When you have an owner who's that determined to get a quarterback in the first round, he really doesn't trust the guy he has in the building already.
I'm pretty sure if he was watching, I'm pretty sure when at 6 the Giants went with Daniel Jones, he's probably like, okay, great.
Exactly.
I don't have to worry about Daniel Jones, or I don't have to worry about my team trading up to get that guy or anything like that. But my thing is, maybe it's because, like you said, when he got traded from the Redskins or to the Redskins, they were making room for Joe Flacco. Maybe at that point he was like, okay, look, I'm done.
Yeah.
All right, I'm cool with being a backup quarterback.
Not everybody's in the league to be a starting quarterback.
Exactly.
Being a backup quarterback is probably the best job in America.
That's a great job.
You get paid millions to do nothing.
That's a great gig.
Yeah.
That's a great gig. In fact, when Colt McCoy went in last year, he's probably like, dang, man, I was trying to coast through this season. Anyway, all right, let's go to the phone lines. Paul is in Hyattsville. Paul, what's up?
All right. I'll say this quarterback, he's going to be their future. Why rush him? He should stay back and let him learn, because this is a whole different level. This is like taking this is like boxing. You take a novice fighter and put him in the ring with an open fighter or a professional fighter. He doesn't have it. So he needs to sit back and learn, pay attention. Even Aaron Rodgers had to sit behind Brett Favre. And learn. So,
well, you know what? Look, I mean, we're talking about a Redskins team who might want to put some butts in the seats. I don't know if Case Keenum is going to be that. I know a lot of people are waiting to see a guy with a chip on his shoulder that was passed up with that 6th pick. But anyway, Paul, always love when you call. Thank you so much. We're going to go to break. Call at 703-387-1020. Carrie from Arlington, stay on the line. We're going to get to your call in a second. We're also going to talk a little NBA. Who's your MVP right now? Who's the best player in the NBA playoffs right now? Call us. Numbers at the bottom of your screen. You know I walked in. All right, so what's behind this video? This is how Sterling said he was gonna walk in tonight. Of course, dog. That's how he said. So I was hoping you walked through the door like that, man. Cause you got the sweater vest back today. That's what Sterling tweeted that out earlier today. He said, "This is how I'm walking in to Sports Talk." Man. So I replied. I was dying laughing at the tweet, because that is I literally picture Sterling walking in like that with the vest on, man. How come you didn't walk in like that, man?
First of all, my knees are bad. I'm not getting that low like that. That's number one.
Oh man, and I have a pimp jacket at home too, so I could have gave it to you. There we go. I could have held your jacket behind you.
That is my favorite video right now.
That's the hottest meme on Twitter right now. At least one. At least one.
And then the shimmy back.
All right. Anyway, back to football. Let's go back to the phone lines. Carrie is in Arlington. Carrie, what's going on?
Yeah, hi. What's going on? Me still laughing. I got to get over this whole.
Carrie, love it.
Back to the Case Keenum. I am one of these loyal Redskins fans, and I think maybe Case and them are too, that realize it's bigger than a player, bigger than a quarterback. It goes about the role of the whole team. Are you going to help the team? Are you going to be a competitor? Are you going to be a mentor? And I really think that he's going to help. and that's what I hope. And so I wanted to let you know.
All right, Carrie, thank you so much for calling. Next time you go into work, you need to walk in like that. All right, keep calling 703-37-1020. Let's go to Irvin, who's in Southeast. Irvin, what's up, man?
What's up, Simba, a.k.a. Robert Burton?
What's going on, man? How are you?
Hey, what's up, Stella, a.k.a. Pink Panther?
What's going on, man?
I love it.
For time when I watch sports, he got his own style, so, man, hey, Rob, you can't hate on the guy, man. He looks suave, man.
I never hate on Sterling, man. I love the sweater vest.
He does. He supports it. I'll give him that.
When he didn't wear it, I was very upset, Irvin.
Yeah. Hey, first, I just want to talk about NBA playoffs. I just want to say now, I haven't been following as much as you guys have, but based on MVP right now, I think it's been tossed up between Giannis and I think Durant.
That's legit.
Okay.
That's very legit. But you know what? We were talking about this on the way down. And Irvin, thank you so much for calling. We were talking about this on the way down. I had Dame, and you had Kawhi.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because he's literally carrying Toronto right now.
Yeah, he is. Especially in this series right now against Philly. Yesterday's game was probably the first time in the series he's had help.
Yeah.
In the series, and he's got it tied 2-2. Going back home for Game 5. I think it's tomorrow night or Wednesday. That, and I just thought of a new one, a wild card.
Okay.
Nurkic for Denver.
A lot of people forget him. About him.
Jokic.
Yeah,
Jokic for Denver.
Because he's not the sexy type of player that everyone likes to watch.
Like a 4 overtime game, he plays 60 minutes at that size, that build, a triple-double.
Triple-double.
He comes back 2 nights later with another triple-double in the win on the road. What he's doing for that team is crazy. If they get out of this round, I'm not going to say they're going to beat Golden State, but I don't know if Golden State has anybody to match up against him.
Now, it's funny because we were talking about Dame Lillard earlier today in the sports office. You saw the debate on Twitter, and this is the question that I posed, okay? This is a question that it was just a question. All right, considering that what Dame has done so far in the playoffs, okay, including the shot to end the series, something that he did before against Houston a few years ago to end the series. If Dame were to win the NBA Finals, does he slide into the top 10 point guards of all time? And you had an interesting take on this.
I said if we talk about since you've been born. So we went with 87.
Right.
If I did a top 10 list since 87.
Right.
If he wins a ring this year, he's tied for 10th.
With Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
Okay.
My issue with Dame and top 10, that game winner against Houston back in 2014, that was his last series win before beating Russell last round.
Yes.
So when you get swept 3 years in a row,
that is very true.
That's an issue when it comes to legacy-wise. Yeah. Now, for him to win it all this year, that negates a lot of that.
It does.
But as far as all time, I got him tied 10th, like I said, since 87.
Since 1987, all time.
Exactly.
Okay. And that's legit. Because my thing is, you just watch how tough it would be for Dame to make it out of the Western Conference, whether he plays, right? He's at Denver is a great team, okay? Then get past either Houston or Golden State, and then you go to the NBA Finals and you hypothetically beat Giannis and Milwaukee.
Yeah.
That would be insane.
It would. I just don't think it's top 10 all time. Like I said, tied for 10 since 87. Think of all the names before 87.
Oh, oh, God, yeah.
I mean, you might argue top 20. You might start the argument there.
Yeah.
He's just not there yet.
And
don't get me wrong, it's not I love him. Yeah. I love the way he plays. He makes great rap music. He's actually a good rapper.
I gotta listen. I gotta listen to this. I've heard a little bit.
Dame's got some good music.
Okay, so you talk about right now the way this Houston and Golden State series is going.
Yeah.
I kind of don't know who's gonna come out of this. Okay, it's from what you've seen. Do you think Golden State is going to come out of this or Houston?
I think Golden State comes out. I think tonight decides how long it takes it to happen.
Okay.
They play tonight in Game 4. If Golden State wins tonight, they're not going back to Houston. It's over in 5. Now, if Houston ties it up tonight and it's 2-2, I think it goes 7.
Yeah, okay.
Apparently, Harden's eye isn't bothering him too much. Steph Curry better start showing up, or at least get Seth to come in and play like for him, because KD is eventually going to wear down.
Yeah.
Clay, I don't know where he's been. Maybe he's thinking about whatever contract he's going to sign this summer. But at the end of the day, just that star power, I think, will be enough for Golden State.
By the way, didn't your pops think Seth Curry played for was the best player on Portland?
Yeah, he doesn't watch too much sports. So I got to keep him up to date every now and then. He's probably going to curse me out when I get home tonight for this, but love you.
I hope he's watching.
He might call in now because
I hope that yes. Please call in, man. Oh my God. Oh man. So all right. So we got Houston, we got Golden State. Then this Milwaukee and Boston series right now. That's the stuff. Look, if Milwaukee were to win tonight, it's over.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the last I checked, that was a close game as we were walking down here. But if Milwaukee wins, they go back to Milwaukee. That series is over.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then Milwaukee will go play in the Eastern Conference Finals. Now, the question is, who do they play in the Eastern Conference Finals? Sixers or Toronto?
I mean, when the playoffs started, I picked Philly to come out of this series. But I think Philly needed to win yesterday. I think them going back to Toronto tied 2-2 with Toronto winning game 4.
Yeah.
I think that's big for the series. How sick is Joel Embiid? That's the key to the rest of this series. Was it a one-game thing where he'll be fresh and ready to go for Game 5?
Yeah.
Or is this something that's going to linger? Because if it is, I think this series is over and Toronto gets out.
As long as for the Sixers, as long as you get some help from James Butler.
Yeah.
And not Jimmy Butler. By the way, call me Bobby.
Bobby.
Call me Bobby if y'all hadn't heard already. Okay, let's go to break. 703-387-1020. Coming up is a little, in case you missed it, we were talking about Jokic. Funny moment from his press conference last night. We'll show you that. That's next on Sports Talk. All right, welcome back to Sports Talk. Time now for In Case You Missed It. Starting with the playoffs. Last night, Nuggets beat the Blazers to tie this series at 2 games apiece. Denver's Nikola Jokic had a triple-double. After the game, he faced reporters' questions, and this is what happened. First question. Dude just pops the mic out of the receiver. It doesn't work like that, though. Good thing he had a triple-double because afterwards, all of his flex was gone. Zero swag after that happens, too. But you know what? He's a great player, so that wipes everything out. All right, in baseball, Reds and Giants, and there was a delay in this game, but not because of weather. It was a swarm of bees. That's disgusting. Then this exterminator comes out of the dugout, who's actually Reds left fielder Derek Dietrich. Looks the part. I don't think he was doing anything to get rid of the bees, though. And if you see the shot of the umpires, they're not, there's like, this ain't it, bro. They're not having any fun. They just want to get this game going. Anyway, let's go to the phone lines. We got a special caller. I think it's Pops. That's Pops.
That's bad.
We got Walter from Brandywine. Walter, what's up, man?
How you guys doing?
Good,
great.
Good. How are you?
Really great.
All right. I was doing great until about 5 minutes ago. I can't believe my baby boy came on national TV and bust me out like that.
Why you do that, Sterling? Why you do that, man?
Well, I'm just saying it's regional TV. We are national yet. Working on that, though. I'm working on that. But hey, it's just another shout out for you. That's all.
Walter, you know what, man? Look, my dad would have got Seth mixed up with Steph too, man. It's all the same. Okay.
I didn't get him mixed up. I just thought that maybe he was the best player on the team.
Hey, you know what? And that's cool. That's cool.
Don't make excuses for him.
Man, Sterling, it's okay, man.
He feel better. The reality is, when it comes to sports, Sterling gets that following from his mom, my mom, okay?
Yeah.
I'm a fan, but I'm not into it like that.
You know what? Walter said, look, Golden State got the best light-skinned player. So Portland got a light-skinned player. He got to be the best on the team. Hey, Walter, thank you so much for calling, man. We appreciate it. And I love every time your son is on the show, man. We have a good time.
All right, appreciate you guys.
All right, Walter, thank you so much. See, I knew Pops was going to call.
Yeah, I knew it, yeah.
I knew Pops was going to call. Anyway, 703-387-1020. Call us. We'll get some final thoughts from the Pink Panther. Is that what Urban called you, the Pink Panther?
Yeah, that's what he called me.
That's cool. I would rock with that. All right, welcome back. Just had some fun with Walter, Sterling's dad. What's your mom's name?
Antoinette. She goes by Tony.
Okay, Tony and Walter. By the way, I don't know if you watched, but this is how your son walked into the station today. This is what your son is up to at WJLA, okay? Minus the bottle of Hennessy, but this is how he walked in. You know, Sterling got a fresh cut. So he walked into the studio today just like that, man. Anyway, look, Sterling, always love it when you come on, man. We're probably going to have you on sometime next week. Walter, thank you so much for calling. We appreciate it. Irvin, thank you so much. Carrie, thank you so much. Paul from Hyattsville. All right, so final thoughts here. NBA Finals, who do you have in there?
I'm going to stick with what I said a couple months ago with Golden State and Milwaukee, and I still have Golden State winning that series in 5, especially if Boogie Cousins comes back.
Golden State and Milwaukee, I like it. Portland and Milwaukee in the NBA Finals. I guarantee it. No, I'm just playing. That's probably not going to happen. For Sterling, we'll see you guys next time on Toyota Sports Talk.